Hey guys, so I want to talk to you about temperament. So I have, how I get excited about things and I want to share, and that is because I'm choleric. Choleric? I can't say it very well. Anyway, but I'm like, I want to do something. I want to like share this with somebody. I want to write a blog post. I want to make a video. I don't know. So hi, and so I thought I would just pop on here and just talk to you about temperament for a minute because there is this Catholic book series that I'm reading called like The Temperament God Gave You, The Temperament God Gave Your Spouse, The Temperament God Gave Your Kids. And I just wanted to share this resource with you in case you're like, what's a temperament? I have no idea. Because I have figured out my temperament, Ryan's temperament, my kids' temperaments, at least, and it's not a box, right? Like as Catholics, we don't believe that, we're all uniquely and wonderfully made. But to know your temperament, to know kind of your default, helps you relate to others and others relate to you with this knowledge, right? And so it started out when my friend Chrissy was like, hey, you should really read The Temperament God Gave Your Kids. Because I'm like, why am I butting heads with my son so much? And it's because I'm choleric and he's sanguine. And so like he just doesn't care about his room being tidy. He doesn't care. He just wants to have a good time. And I'm always here like, you need to do it my way. And, you got to laugh at that kind of stuff. And so it was really enlightening and I got really excited. And then last night I was like, I couldn't figure out what I was for a minute. So I was like, Ryan, you're choleric. Look at this. This is you. And then turns out Ryan's melancholic, which is like, actually that makes a lot of sense. So Chloe and Ryan are both melancholic. So I'm surrounded by these like pessimists and I'm like this choleric, sanguine. And so like, I'm always like, the glass is half full. Life is amazing. Look at this beautiful flower. And Ryan and Chloe are like, it's going to rain. So, and then Neil's like, but the flower is so pretty. It's so fascinating when you start really thinking through your relationships this way. And so I just wanted to pop in. The book series is Catholic. It's they're written by the Bennetts, and what I'll do is I'll link in my stories a link to this quiz you can take. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to take, and of course it's only giving you like your two, they're acting like your only two temperaments, like your main one, and then whatever's left over is your secondary one. However, first of all, we know that Jesus had like no temperament. He was like equally distributed. And that is the goal, is that because every temperament comes with virtue and vice. And those like your natural virtues that you don't really struggle with, they just are there. But then also those vices that you tend to have, like pride is like a natural vice for me and things like that. Or just like not caring about other people's feelings because I just, and so, yeah, because I'm choleric and I just want my way. Anyway, so I just think the test is, limited, but it's really fascinating knowledge. Like I said, it's just, especially if you're a parent, if you're married or if you're dating somebody, like just to kind of understand their thoughts on things and then how you guys relate to one another. Is like, so like, because Ryan and I are both choleric, like if we have a shared goal, like we can really knock things out. Like when we both do YouTube, it's just like boom, 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 like let's get this done. But because he's melancholic, there's like other aspects to that. Anyway, and melancholic is not bad. Like they're very like thoughtful. They have deep loyalty. There's a lot of amazing qualities of melancholic, but they kind of get the bad reputation. So I'm curious to like put down below what you guys are. If you're, if you know your temperament, if you don't know your temperament, like I said, I'll put the quiz in my stories so you can go and check it out. And then I'll make a post if people want to share like what their results of their quiz are. I just find it really fascinating. And then Father Ripperger has 2 videos on temperament. I've listened to both. One's really long and the one's like 15 minutes. And, or maybe it's not. I thought it was Father Ripperger. I listened to him a while back. But anyway, he was saying that the idea is that if you're either sanguine or phlegmatic, you want to kind of move towards the middle. And so if you're sanguine, as you kind of work on those vices, you'll move more into the melancholic stage. And then if you're phlegmatic and you start working on like not being so lazy and things, then you might become more choleric. So it's really yeah, it's really fascinating. And so I listened to that a while back, but I wanted to share these books with you because I just didn't really realize that temperament was something that was talked about so much in the Catholic circles, and that it very much like fits within, you know, just our Catholic heritage. And then that test, which is really cool, that test will actually, the one I'm going to link, it will tell you what saint you're like. I don't even know if it's a Catholic test, but it'll tell you what saints you're like, and like based on your percentage of your outcome. So like mine was Saint Ignatius of Loyola, and Neil got Saint Peter, because it takes your two blends. So like I'm caloric sanguine, Neil is sanguine caloric, Chloe is melancholic phlegmatic, and Ryan is melancholic caloric. And it's funny because I thought caloric was like naturally angry. So I'm like, oh, Ryan, you're so caloric. Like you wear your emotions on your sleeve. But he doesn't always, you know, like most of the time he actually simmers a little bit. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi to anybody who's here. I hope you guys are having a blessed Lent. I am fighting a little cold. Chloe had it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Ryan and Neil got sick last Friday. They were like out for like 4 or 5 days. And now my sore throat's kicking in. And I'm like, if I miss Mass this Sunday, I will have missed 3 Sundays in a row. So can you guys please pray for me? Because I don't want to miss Sunday. I want to go to confession. I want to go to, it's like Passion Sunday in the traditional Latin Mass. So it's like, it's like 2 more weeks of Lent. Like I want to go to Mass. But at the same time, God's will, not mine, right? So, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. And I don't know. I'll probably pop on here again later sometime before April 20th, I imagine, if I have something cool to share. But I hope you guys are just having a blessed Lent. And if you have to, if you're in a place where you're like, you know what, I had to rethink my Lenten sacrifice, my Lenten fast, and I had to move some things around, like, that's okay. I had to do that because it's like one thing I had decided wasn't really working like health-wise. So I had to, you know, take that away. And that's okay because it's just all about being a different person on Easter than you were, you know, when you first started on Lent. Thanks for all the hearts, guys. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I could talk forever because that's my sanguine side. But I'll talk to you later. Let me know in the post, like, what you are. Okay, bye.